What's going on, guys? Welcome to Pam Unfiltered, where we spill the hottest celeb tea, break down reality TV chaos, and get real about trending news. What's going on, guys? Happy Saturday. So I got a couple of topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Some you probably already heard about, some you probably have not. So let's start off with my fellow Bronx girl, Miss Cardi B. This past Thursday, it was announced that her soon-to-be ex-husband Offset was requesting spousal support. And when Cardi got wind of this, she let it all hang out. She went on her Clubhouse and told everything that's been going on between them behind closed door when it involves their property, him harassing her, and the fact that he has not paid a dime when it comes to their children. Let's take a listen.
The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this fuck nigga and his fuck ass team, I know it's not his team. I know it's his bitch ass. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything and because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a fucking pussy ass nigga. Let me tell y'all something, right? When I first filed for fucking child support, when my lawyer filed for child support. When I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit. And this nigga started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer, there's a renew, and in the renewed divorce paper, I asked for no child support. I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support. Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times. Okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my fucking kids. Stop playing because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch ass nigga. All right. If I keep you away from the kids, right? All right. You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids? It was a point that he was making a big deal like, oh, I'm not going to go to New York to see the kids because I'm not going to be seeing my kids in a hotel room. All right. I was like, all right, so you could see him in my mom's house. You still made it a big deal. And I love my daughter so much. Yo, if I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for you, you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad. Because I want my kids to have that love of their dad. I want the love of both parents, even if we're not together. Also, the last time we seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday. Okay? So before you start talking to me about I don't see my kids, let's talk about it. You haven't seen the kids since March. So why you saying that you're asking for spousal support because I'm trying to take the kids from you? The kids is always open to see you. All the time. And you know it. You talk to my kids every single day. It's not my fault you don't want to fucking fly to New York. The fuck? Now, you're saying that I'm trying to take everything. What you mean I'm trying to take everything? The cars that you gave me? I gave you cars too. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Lamb truck. And the day that I bought my Maybach, the Maybach was $170,000. And I didn't have the $70,000 that day. I had to get it the next day. So you just put the $70,000. You want those cars so bad, bitch, you could get it. But then you want to talk about the houses. First of all, my Jersey house, I bought that shit. And you tell me myself, if you buy a house in Jersey, I'm not helping you think because I don't want a house up north. But you know, my dream was always to have a property in New Jersey, in New York. So of course that's gonna be my property. I bought that shit with my sweat and tears. The Atlanta house, you have put me with the bill the last year. The last year you have put me with the bill. Just like you left me the last year, you have left me with the kids' bill. The last year, you have left me for a whole year straight. You have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills? Start adding. Y'all need to start adding right now, right? So my kids got their own driver. They pick them up from school, they drop them off, and they take them to gymnastics and to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month just on a driver for my kids. All right, cool. Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000. Wave school a year is $35,000, which you didn't help me pay for it this year at all. My cousin babysits Wave and Culture. She gets paid $3,000 a week. The nanny was $700 a day, but because she's only staying in the daytime, $500. Don't call me. Nobody fucking call me. Nobody call me right now. Dead ass. The baby's nanny is $500 a day now because she's not staying the whole day. Culture and Wave gets tutoring 4 times a week by the hour. So that's 2 hours, 1 hour for Culture, 1 hour for Wave. Each hour is $250. So that's count that up. That's 4 times a week. Culture fucking thing. Culture pianos class. That's 300 an hour, and she gets piano class 3 times a week. I'm not sure how much is gymnastic and wave boxing classes, but I pay that too. And you have left me with that bill for a whole year. Have I asked you? Have I asked you for anything? Have I asked you for anything this whole year? Have I asked you for anything? Kiari, have I asked you for anything? Because you want spousal support so bad. And mind you, this is not, and mind you, this is not even including food. So my kids have a personal chef that come from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. that I pay for. Because people in my house don't have time to cook. My cousin don't have time to cook. My mom that be helping with the kids don't have time to cook. So I need a chef. So my kids eat whatever the fuck they want because thanks to me. Also, my house have a security in front because our daughter constantly used to get threats, rape threats, death threats. So I have a security 24 hours in front of my house, which I pay as well. And you don't help me with none of it. You haven't helped me with a bill for a whole entire year. And you know what's so crazy? I wasn't even gonna say nothing. Because my nigga always tells me, yo, I don't want you to address nothing anymore.
So that wasn't the entire audio clip of Cardi B's rant on Clubhouse. I would try to find that and I would leave a link down below. There was just some stuff that she said that was a little vulgar that I don't want on my video. What I'm about to say, you guys may or may not agree with, but the situation that she's in is what happens when you don't get to know the men that you're with, when you fast track your relationship because you think you're in love when in fact you're in lust. Cardi B did not allow herself to get to know him, to see that this was not the man that she wanted, that he was extremely toxic and he was insecure and not on her level. When they first started dating, it was Offset and it was Cardi B. But his career started to dwindle, her career started to rise, and it became Cardi B and Offset. This man in their relationship has gaslit her and manipulated her. Prime examples, when she would find out he was cheating and she was done with him, what would he do? He would come on stage on her concerts with flowers, jewelry, asking for forgiveness in front of thousands and thousands of people, where she said no, it would be a bad look on her.
just want to tell you I'm sorry, bro. First, in front of the world, I love you. Everybody got to be to show you, bro. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about nobody around. I love you, bro.
He's insecure because he just can't take the fact that she makes more money than him. So this man cheats on her. Again, he cheats on her. He probably has said many nasty things to her. Just a very toxic person. And, you know, towards the end, as she got older, she became a mother of 2. She was becoming a mother of 3. She just decided that she just didn't want to be with him. The next step that Cardi B should do is no longer having any kind of discussion with him whatsoever and go through her legal team. If she wants that peace that she's begging for, that should be her next step. I wish her all the best, but from the looks of it, it's going to be more coming down the pipeline, and we'll be here to report it. All right, so this next topic just downright pissed me off. So Keyshia Cole was on The Breakfast Club today interviewing about, you know, what's been going on with her, and she let it slip that Ashanti allegedly is pregnant with her second child. Now, I don't know if that was something done on purpose or she did it by mistake, but in this clip, it doesn't look like she made a mistake at all. She wanted to let everyone know that Ashanti was pregnant. But let's take a look at the clip.
That's too bad. I hate that. I hate that. But I mean, shout out to Ashanti because I mean, she's amazing. So
yeah,
I mean, just to be up on that platform with Ashanti, I appreciate that. You know,
did y'all talk after that?
No.
Okay.
No. She got a baby.
Yeah.
She pregnant again.
Yes.
Woo, congratulations.
So I had to go back and watch the interview up until the point of the clip, right? Unfortunately, you guys can't see it just because the Breakfast Club likes to flag people's videos with their content in it, and we're not playing that over here. So right before the clip, in the interview, they're discussing Keyshia Cole's reputation of being nasty and not so nice. And Lauren decides to bring up the versus battle and why there could be possible beef between her and Ashanti. And Keyshia comes off like she has absolutely no idea what Lauren is talking about, and that the reason why she came off like she had an attitude was because she had COVID and apparently her mic wasn't working. She says that she loves Ashanti, she's amazing, as you guys seen in the clip, and then she lets it slip that Ashanti is pregnant with her second baby. I can tell you right now that was not all love. She was spilling her business to be shady. She has a problem with Ashanti for whatever her reasons are. We have no idea, but that was pretty much the reason behind it. She was being shady. But in fact, if Ashanti and Nelly are pregnant, congratulations to you guys, and shame on you, Keyshia, for telling her business, especially when you kept your first pregnancy private. Can I say this might be Teyana Taylor's best year to date? I mean, this woman is booked and busy. She has a couple of movies coming out, one starring Leonardo DiCaprio, the other one with Matt Damon. She has a TV show coming out with Glenn Close, Niecy Nash, Kim Kardashian, and now she has a short film and an album release coming out in August. So she went on her Instagram and she released snippets of the short film with, of course, some of her songs off the album. And can I tell y'all, it is hot, especially the scenes with her and Aaron Pierre. Oh my God. This also stars LaKeith Stansfield, but baby, the chemistry between her and Aaron is undeniable. You guys take a look.
Do you take this woman to be your wife, to love and cherish in good times and bad from this day forward?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Do you take this man to be your husband, to love and cherish in good times and bad from this day forward?
I do.
When you ain't right, I gon' live with you. The hard part isn't losing you. It's losing the version of me I left behind. Well, now there's nothing else left to do.
Ooh, y'all seen that scene? It was hot, right? If these two are not dating and this was just a rumor mill to lead up to her short film, baby, it was successful because the chemistry between you two are undeniable. If you guys are not dating, you need to date now. Please. You guys will be the it couple. But besides that, I really do hope that she's successful with her album. We all know that she's been through the ringer when it comes to the music industry, where she just didn't want to do music anymore. And now that she's gotten her creativity back and she really wants to push her music out there again, I just hope that it's truly successful. I know once it's released that I'm going to go on Spotify and listen to it, and I hope you guys do as well. So this past Wednesday, it was announced that our favorite Southern reality couple, Todd and Julie Christie, were being pardoned by our dear old president and reality star Donald Trump. Now, these two were charged and convicted on bank fraud and tax evasion and were sentenced to, well, Todd was sentenced to 10 years and Julie was sentenced to 7 years, and they both only served 2. Now, this is on the heels of Lifetime the day before announcing that they were creating a new Chrisley television show. Is it a coinkydink? I think not. Todd took to ABC News to share his experience in jail and pretty much did not take any accountability of what went down when it came to his charges, just completely stating that he is innocent. You guys take a look.
Good morning, guys. Thank you all very much for coming today, for having the interest. I want to thank first and foremost my Lord and Savior, because that's who got me through it. I want to thank President Trump. I want to thank the administration. I want to thank Alice Johnson. I want to thank every person that has prayed for us, that has stayed in the fight and that fought for the truth to come out. And so I am grateful for it. And as Savannah said, she has fought a long fight. And for any parent to see their child fight this hard, it's a double-edged sword. It's a blessing, and then your heart breaks because your child has been placed in that position to fight for you, when as a parent you're supposed to fight for your children. So I will always be grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. We've had wonderful legal representation, maybe not in the first go-round, but certainly when you picked up. And we're certainly grateful to you, Alex, and to you. This is the better-looking version of our team. So, we're grateful for everything that has happened thus far. And as bad as this experience has been, there's also been a lot of blessings to come from it. I have met some wonderful men. I have listened to some horrific stories about things that have gone on in our system. And whether you believe it or not, because I was you at some point, even though this pardon has happened, I still was convicted of something that I did not do. It could be you. It could be you. It could be any of you. And somewhere in this room, someone has had a family member that has been affected by this system. So I understand the shame that's around it, but I refuse to feed into that, because shame is like a cancer that just spreads, and I have no shame. So I will continue to fight for all of the guys that I dealt with and that I was blessed to be with at FPC Pensacola. I will continue to expose the injustices that go on there and throughout the department and throughout the Bureau of Prisons. I know that Julie, who is a wonderful, decent, God-fearing woman, and that I am blessed to have been married to and been with for over 30 years now, an excellent mother. She's at home with Chloe right now, and Chloe will not let her go. So we're blessed to have our family back, and we're blessed to be coming back to television. Because we do have a much bigger story to tell now than we ever have. So I thank each and every one of you.
We're happy to open this up for some questions. I'll start here.
All right, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here, right? Only on these tax evasion parts. The bank fraud is kind of hard to deny. You go into a bank, you have signatures, and you have cameras in the bank, right? So when it comes to the tax evasion part, you're rich or you have a lot of businesses and a lot of money coming in and coming out, you have to make sure those books are correct, and you have to make sure the accountant that you're using is legit, okay? Just in fact, in fact that they are innocent on the tax evasion part, they're guilty on their ignorance, right? Because they're not paying attention again to the books and they're not paying attention to the accountant. Let me tell you something. Accountants are supposed to have their clients' best interest in heart. But let me also tell you from firsthand experiences, accountants will lie on someone's tax returns. I used to work in H&R Block. I've seen it firsthand, right? But when it comes to a certain amount of money and above, you have to be very, very careful when you try to deceive the IRS. Okay. Hopefully their upcoming show is successful because these two owe $17.8 million of restitution, half of what they defrauded the government and the banks. So I wish them all the best. Listen, I've watched the Chrisleys and I enjoyed every minute of it. Hopefully this new series will be somewhat similar to what they had before. But you guys see in the video that Todd will be focusing on, justice reform and prison reform. So let's just hope that it's as interesting because, baby, if it's not, nobody's watching and you're going to have to struggle paying back that $17.8 million. But what do you guys think on any of the topics that we talked about here today? Let me know down in the comment section. And as always, that's it for today's tea on Pam Unfiltered. If you love the drama, the gossip, and the real talk, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I'll see you in the next one.